Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Just Average YouTube from over here on this server. So used to saying that, I said that by accident. Today, we're building a rustic house, and here are all the instructions you're going to need on how to build a decent rustic house. First, you're going to want to work on framework. These things balance completely on framework, and they have wooden walls. Something I don't actually recommend for most houses or styles is wood walls. Because, walls are made of, dry wood, sure, like plywood, drywall, that sort of thing. So technically they're made of wood. But, most houses don't have wooden walls. It's usually not just like, oh, yes, this is like medieval houses. A lot of people mistake for having planks for walls. Like, they didn't have planks for walls as far as I know. As far as they look like they usually have white adobe, something similar to that. Uh, uh, but yeah, the main feature of this is framework. So of course, building the framework is what's going to matter most importantly. Usually, use a framework of oak or spruce or whatever logs you want, some sort of pillar block like that sort of thing. Uh, because that is just how most pillars are done, usually on each corner and dividing up segments, giving it a bit of depth, because that is what we do, as well as giving it a base and raising it off the ground. It being raised is very important, because rustic houses usually have raised porches and all that. And so the little base of stone bricks I built with the spruce trapdoor that sort of leads into it gives the framework a bit more structure, and it makes the house look like it is just more well put together, and well built. Because it looks like it has a sturdy bottom area. Like the bottom of the house is strong enough to withstand strong winds, earthquakes, whatever. It's going to be decently strong. Not the strongest house in the world, but a strong house nonetheless. That is what rustic houses are, because rustic houses were built on the old prairies and in the Wild West. And a lot of things like tornadoes would happen then. And sure, half the house would get ripped off the face of the earth, but half of the house would still be standing. Uh, it's like the roof and top part of the house would go flying, but the base of the house would still be there. The cellar doors would still be there. Uh, yeah. And a trick I like to do under porches is either use note blocks or, in this case, oak trap doors in combination with coal blocks or another black block to make it look like a raised porch with a support under there. You could also use scaffolding. Uh, and then we just add a bit of staircase action, like right there, and that looks staircasey enough that I could believe it is an actual staircase. And you see, we need that, and then we just, like I said, fill it up with coal blocks, and yeah, coal blocks. So there you have your porch, and we add trapdoors along the sides here, just to make it so the porch is level with itself. And then you can add a railing using trapdoors as well. Yeah, it is a good looking porch. This porch is great looking. Uh, could add that there, and then add pillars here and create a sort of overhang for your porch. Maybe not this tall, but definitely framework. The number one thing when it comes to building a rustic house is framework. So I'm going to finish up working on the majority of this build, and I will show you afterwards what it should look like. Just remember, wood walls, raised porch, structural bottom, and most importantly, framework. Alright, here is our beautiful rustic house. Remember, slabs for roofs. Everybody always uses staircase A-frames, but I think slab A-frames fit better because it's a much gentler slope, making it so the house isn't super tall. And then alternating windows is a good detail to have. And of course, these are all just little details I like to add, but you don't need to add them yourself, because why do you need to add them? Yeah, like the campfire pergola, for example. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. I enjoyed making it, and I hope you learned to build a rustic house. But anyway, that'll be it for this one. Bowdy.